My name is Hickok, and I'm a revolver-holic. I confess. You know, it's been thousands of years since mankind invented the wheel, but then it's been only 150 years or so ago that Sam Colt invented the revolver. Yes, and look what we have. We have a few of them here. And of course, by the way, it's a little known fact that it was also Sam Colt's family that invented the wheel, you know, thousands of years ago. So it was just in the gene pool, I guess. So what we're going to do is give you a look at some different revolvers. Like I said, I am a revolver-holic. I guess I'm a lot of aholics. I'm a Glockaholic, I'm a rifle-aholic and everything else. But we brought out just an array of revolvers. All but a couple of them are ours. And we're going to just kind of go through and have some fun. I'll tell you the truth. A little history, a little information here and there. Hopefully you'll learn a little bit. And I will definitely have some fun. I'm not going to shoot them all, so you don't have to be looking at the video and say, oh my gosh, this is a 90-minute video Hickok's doing this time. No, not really. But we're going to shoot a couple of them and talk about them and just give you an overview of them. I don't think we haven't done this with all the revolvers. You notice they're all double action. These are just the double action revolvers. And we're going to kind of look across the way. We've got 22s, we've got 38, 357 Magnum, we have 44 Magnum, we have some 45 caliber chambered revolvers, and we have the big 500 Smith & Wesson. So we're going to let you, well, we're not going to let you feel them, I'm sorry. We haven't gotten that advanced yet in technology. But we're going to talk about some of them, and we're going to shoot some of them. Beginning with the 22s, the only 22 double action revolvers we have are this old Revelation, which you might have seen in a video, belonged to my dad, bought by him, or for him, by my mother in 1960 for Christmas. And I've had that one ever since. So that's of course a special 22. We're gonna actually, I might even shoot that, just it's such a special. This is one of John's. This is a Taurus model 94 22, kind of the new version of that old gun. It also holds 9 rounds, 9 or 10, 9 I think, yeah. So that's a pretty neat old gun too. And this is not necessarily high quality, although it's trucked right along for a long time now. What's that, 40, 50, 51 years, still shooting, and does okay. It's not a Smith, not even a Taurus, but it does just fine. So we're going to shoot that, and let's go ahead and shoot it. What the heck? We're going to play with these revolvers, so let's load him up. Now this is a neat old gun. It was sold at Western Auto. In fact, that's what it has on the barrel. If we can catch it or not, but it was sold at Western Auto, made by High Standard, and under the name Revelation. I think it even has an HS, yeah. But Western Auto Supply, back when you used to be able to just go into Western Auto and buy a rifle or a pistol. Can you imagine? Western Auto was kind of the equivalent of a, I don't know, kind of like an AutoZone or something. I believe they're actually still around. Don't see them much. It used to be, back in the 60s, and before that I guess, the place to go buy parts for your car, a little bit of hardware maybe. All right, let's take a couple shots of this baby. That's a pretty neat old gun. That gun is responsible. One reason I wanted to bring it out is it's the only 22, or one of the two that we have, and it's probably responsible for my, I don't know about revolver addiction, but my handgun addiction, because it was the first handgun I have ever shot, and that I used to walk around the farm with and plink with, and I helped start to develop my addiction with that gun right there, 1960, 61, along in that period. Then moving on up to the 38. Now these are both 38 special revolvers. This one is not my model 36, an early one made in the 60s, and it's not even rated for plus P. Just a plain Jane. And this is the one, the 642 that you've seen. It is plus P. It's a newer one, It's not too new, you know, it doesn't have the key lock or anything. I've had it 10, 12 years, I guess, I don't know, maybe a little bit longer. Time flies. But that's a great little gun. And let's just shoot this old one. This is John's. Let's get it dirty. How's that? I think I have some 38 special here. Oh yeah, put them in the clips. These strips. Have you ever seen how those work? I think I've demonstrated those before. They're pretty neat. They're not like a speed loader necessarily, but they're faster maybe than other methods. 38 special. Model 36 J-frame. Five shots. That's all you get. But man, there's a million of those things out there. A lot of people. For many, many, many years, decades, police carried those as backups, and detectives carried them as their primary pistol, revolver. Just very, 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 very common. Model 36 J-frame. Still a lot of them around. Hard to beat. Really hard to beat. Neat old gun. I won't shoot that one, but you know, again, same size, you know, J-frame and everything, same gun. Just a few years between there, though. And gun shops are full of these things. That Centennial is pretty neat. For those of you think, now someone actually bobbed the hammer a little bit on that one, just a little bit. And of course, Smith makes them with the hammer concealed. There is a hammer, there has to be, but when it's concealed like that, it makes it really handy for defense, for a carry permit. That's what you want anyway. You don't want to be cocking the hammer. I know it's controversial, but you really don't. Any trainer will tell you that, I believe. Okay, moving on up here, we have some 357 Magnums. Okay, and all these guns are ours. It's the 45 ACP and the 500 Smith & Wesson that are borrowed right now. John's gun. I ought to shoot it and get it dirty. This is the Model 13. This is an early. This is actually among these four. This is the oldest Smith & Wesson. You notice it's pin barrel and recessed cylinders. There you go, you can see that. So it's the oldest one that we have in the 357. And then the next newest one is this Model 19. It's pretty old, but you know, there's no key locks. It's got the different equipment on it here. The slide or cylinder release there, latch is the old style. It's not pin barreled and it's not recessed cylinder. It is a -5. So that makes it a little bit newer, okay? But it's still pretty old and beautiful old gun. Shoots really well. It's a square butt frame, so that's as opposed to like these. You got a round butt on both of those. You can tell by looking at them, they're kind of rounded, and they take a smaller grip, and you know, better for carry, concealed carry, for just whatever. It's a little handier, smaller in size. And this is the 7-shot 686. It's a 357. Magnum as well. It's a brand, you know, really new. Key lock. You got all the newer pieces on that one. Okay. Let's see. That's a -8. No, that's a -8. Okay. And these two guns are the same vintage. They're both -5s. See, same frame and everything. Both 357 Magnum. Just that one has adjustable sights. The other does not. The stainless 65 has a bull barrel and a shorter barrel, 3-inch barrel versus 4-inch. Okay, so other than that, they're very similar. Okay, it's a hammer. I took that off myself. All right, so these are all 357 Magnums. A wonderful cartridge. Let's shoot one. Let's shoot John's. Make him clean it. How's that? What do I have here? Let's put some ammo in. Yeah, I actually have a speed loader. I think it'll work. Yeah, Model 10 speed loader or number 10. Yeah, that'll fit. Take a few shots with this thing. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, Mr. Coke. All right, we'll get that one with another gun. Ah, smells good. Love the smell of gunpowder. You know, I think I have I better be careful how much I shoot. I know we've got some more. There's a different kind of speed loader. I think that's a Safari Land. That's a pretty nifty speed loader. Actually it's for a 686 though, I think. It'll do in a pinch. There we go. Let's take up more shots with this thing. Yeah. I think maybe need to work on cleaning that thing again. Yeah. I don't know why those are tight. I'm not going to shoot those. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't clean that very well after we shot it yesterday. So let's just shoot the Model 19. Okay. I don't like it if those rounds are tight. We just grab that to have it out here. I wanted to shoot the Model 19 anyway. Alright. Again, K-frame. In fact, all of these guns, well, these three are K-frame, and then the 686 is an L-frame. All right, stubborn soft drink, you're going down. Yeah, just have to bear down. Sweet. Wow. I love the way they go crazy sometimes. Okay. Must have gone over. All right. Model 19. Probably, well, I don't know. They're one of my favorites. Maybe not my very favorite. All these smaller frame 357s can be classified as a favorite because they're so much fun to shoot and they're the perfect size. Definitely the perfect size. So this is the range. If you're kind of new to revolvers, thinking about a revolver, these are great size guns. These K-frame size guns, even the L-frame, hold 6 or 7 rounds. The older ones hold 6. Some of the new ones hold 7 if it's an L-frame. Really hard to beat. Stainless or blue. You see examples of both. You see the round butt. You see the square butt. You know, this is a square butt too because it's an older one. They didn't have a round butt back in the day. So 357s, some nice revolvers, fun to shoot. These are guns that don't stay stowed away in the safe. These are guns that they are stowed away, of course, and locked up, but they come out pretty often. It's pretty regular that I'll drag this one out and shoot it. The old 65. Been shooting this one a lot lately, and 19. I just get them out and shoot them, clean them up, put them away. They're just too much fun. So, moving on up to the big bores in the 44, you probably recognize this one. Big long barreled Model 29 I've had so long. That's one of my faves, of course. And then we have some shorter barreled 44 mags. We have a 4-inch there and a 629. And then we have a couple of 3-inch 629s. And they're all slightly different vintage. We've got pin barrel models, and we have models that are not pin barrel, but they're new. I'll kind of show you some of the differences. They're not dramatic. They're all basically the same gun. You know, in the older one, oldest one, you have the pin barrel and the recessed cylinders. This is vintage 72, 73, or long in there. I bought it in 74, so that one is of that vintage, and 8 3/8-inch barrel. This one is, I checked it out, I think by serial number, I forget the years, around 80 or 81. It's pin barrel and recessed cylinders too. It's right there where they started making them in stainless, and then soon after they started making them in stainless, the 629, they quit pinning the barrel and recessing the cylinder. So there was a smaller window there of just a year or two, I think, where they did that. So you don't find maybe that many stainless guns that have that. But that's a 4-inch 29, vintage around 1980, long in there. And then this one is the next one up the line. It's a dash, let's see, it's a dash 4, and it has the old style cylinder release. It does not have a key lock either, and it's a hammer mounted firing pin and everything, so it goes back a good ways. It's just not pin barreled and recessed, but that's a beautiful gun, and that's been in a couple of videos as well. And that's a beautiful gun. There's no way around that. One of my favorites, 3-inch barrel. And then the newer one, this one is a 3-inch barrel as well. It's a -5. It does not have the key lock, but it has a frame-mounted firing pin. You notice there's no firing pin on the hammer. So and then a different style cylinder release latch there. So just a variety of configurations. 3-inch barrel. I have Packmeyer grips on it. Those do not come. That's called the Trail Boss. It's a 44 mag as well. Pretty sweet gun. That one shoots really well. Well, they all do. Yeah, they all do. They all outshoot us, don't they? So 4 different Model 29s or 629s, and I think I'll shoot the old long barrel one here. Got to shoot one of them. Let's put some rounds in that thing. Launch a couple, maybe at the gong. Or various targets. Let's see. Oh yeah, whenever I grab that one, it's like an old friend. I should be kicked whenever I miss with that one. Somebody should be standing behind me and just kick me if I miss the gong. I've shot that so many times. I know pretty much where to hold, and it just fits like a glove after 70,000 rounds. Pretty well should hit with it most of the time. So that's a sweetie. 44 is a nice cartridge because you can load it up really hot, or you can shoot 44 specials and shoot lighter 44 Magnum rounds in it. Just a very versatile gun. So that's the 44 mag line. All right, now we get into some revolvers that actually shoot 45 caliber rounds. This one is a gun a fella down at ASP in Jolton, the Jolton gun shop, lent me to use and make a couple of videos with. Really a sweet gun. It's from the Smith & Wesson Classic series. So it's a newer gun. You notice the key lock. That's always a dead giveaway, isn't it? But the color case hardening is done by Turnbull, and it's just a really beautiful gun. And it's 45 ACP. It takes the full moon clips or half moon, whichever you want to use, just like the old 1917 revolvers used in World War I, and since, I guess, by some folks. So you just pop them in there and you can shoot it. Now you cannot shoot a 45 long Colt, which is what these are. Again, try to make this a little bit educational in addition to just some fun. But you know, just because it's a 45, it doesn't mean it's going to shoot a 45 Colt. Just the 45 ACP. It's got a short cylinder. Yeah. So let's take a couple shots with it, just for the heck. Get it dirty. Now it's kind of hard to see the sights on it. We'll see what we can do here. Not sure that, I guess it did. Oh. There we go. I saw that one. Got to watch these full moon clips. I think this gun shoots high at that range. I guess that's the recoil must throw it up or something. But you got to watch these. I don't know if that's what that was. The full moon clip, sometimes if the actual clip itself that those are attached to is not perfectly flat, and you know it'll want to hang up on you. So you got to always test. I didn't test them. I normally do. So that's a pretty sweet. Let me shoot it 6 more since I got it dirty. Yeah, and then they're tight. See if it's going to work. Going down range, yeah, spinning clear, so shouldn't have that issue with this one. That gong again. I can't see the sights. I guess I better. I don't want to paint them. I can't do much with them. So anyway, long range, I'm having a hard time with that gun because I can't see the sights. This color case hardening against the kind of shape of that front sight, I just don't see it well. So anyway, but my guess is that gun shoots right on. It's just a matter of me and the sights and all that. Okay, because I've never shot a gun like that before that it wasn't accurate. So that's just me. Just me. Now moving on up, we've got a 45. Now this is a 45 long Colt. You know, it takes the long Colt cartridge. It's the old new service revolver. And it's another beautiful gun. Old, 1901 or 2, I forget. It's old. And then this is the Taurus Judge. But there's a way. You know, this is chambered in 45 Colt as well. It will shoot a 45 Colt. Or what else? Yes, a 410 shotgun shell, which is why most people buy it, I think. So let's put a couple or 3 or 4 or 5 410 shells in it and shoot the thing. Now these are number 6s. Taurus Judge handles a 45 Colt or the 410 shotgun shell. Let's see what we can shoot with this. Oh, look at that stack of soft drinks. I wonder if I should be this close. Well, what the heck. Oh, man. I guess it got them all. Yeah. I'll be darned. Well, I was a little more powerful than I expected. It blew them all off there. I was thinking it might just puncture holes in some of them and they'd be leaking out, but sure did the job. Those were number 6s. Okay, so that's that interesting gun. I'll tell you what, that comes in a lot of different configurations, as you may already know. Smith & Wesson makes one now too called the Governor, and considered a novelty gun by a lot of people. But I'll tell you what, it is an interesting gun. You can shoot 410s like that out of something that small, and it doesn't hurt. It's got a nice grip on it and feels all right. Got to get that out more often. Okay, and then what are we up to? We've been moving up in caliber, haven't we? And you know what? Here's the other one that's not ours. This is the big 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. It is a rather large gun, no doubt about it. A rather large one, and kind of interesting. Think we ought to shoot it? I guess we ought to, shouldn't we? All right, since we're having revolver fun, and I've already confessed to being a revolver holic. So let's see what we have. Oh yes, I brought out actually 5 of these things, didn't I? 5 rounds. Look at these big hollow points. These are Magtex. Okay. See if I can find something worthy to shoot here. We'll just plink around. Got to be careful what I shoot with this thing. I don't want to tear anything up. We might shoot the gong. Might try a bowling pin here. Might shoot that fly if he doesn't leave me alone. Or bee. This concussion ought to send him away. All right. Well, let's see. There's a bowling pin. Let me try that thing. I'm sure nothing's in the line of fire. My guess is if I hit the bowling pin, it will knock it off. I'm not sure. That did, didn't it? And my guess is if I hit that other one, it will swing it a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where to hold, but I'm going to try and knock that ram over. I think if I hit it, it will knock it over. I think I went under it. That's my third shot. Okay, I can't take too many test shots. All right, yeah, must have gone low the first time. Let's put one on the gong. .500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. If only Sam Colt had known what his invention was going to lead to, right? Man, a little bigger than he was probably figuring back in the day. So 500 Smith & Wesson, pretty nice, huh? So a lot of revolvers. As you can see, we're just playing in real time here. Had a little trouble hitting the gong with that guy. A little bit of a sight issue. I shot the gong with everything out here. It's not the gun. It's just me seeing the sights clearly on that. Need to get that thing cleaned up better. But they all are fun. They're all fun to shoot. There's a revolver in your future. If you don't have one, there should be. They, you know me. I like all kinds of things, whether it's machine guns or Glocks or any kind of semi-automatic rifle, handgun, pistol, shotguns of all kinds. I don't have to tell you that. Just look through the files, right, or the videos. But these things are just fun. I can't tell you how many times I just put on a holster and I'll grab one of these and I'll just pack around the farm, get a pocket full of rounds, and shoot some stumps and targets that might appear over there. Hey Ginger, come here, baby, and just have fun. They're just hard to beat. Good old revolvers. They're sweet, and you get them in all calibers, and you can control the round. They're not as ammo sensitive, generally speaking, because like a pump shotgun, how I could put 6 rounds in there, all different power factors, couldn't I? I could put a really, really weak 38 special in one chamber. I could put a hot 38 special in the next, and a light 357 Magnum in the next one, and then the hottest 357 Magnum out there in the next chamber. It's going to fire them all. Now, it's not advised you do that. You're going to get a different point of impact maybe and different recoil every time, but the gun would function just fine. So it's not dependent on that to function like a semi-automatic pistol is, to some extent. So, but anyway, lots of fun. There's a lot of history in them, of course, and again, I have to confess, I am a revolverholic, and I guess the difference is I'm not really in a 12-step program because I'm not interested in breaking the addiction. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing some revolver action, and glad you come by and watch me play with them, because if that doesn't tell you life is good, nothing does.